All right, so this first award recipient is someone that I've been a fan of for years. I don't care if I was from New York or not. I always loved his music, and he is definitely the king to me. I want to bring to the stage Mr. Tip Harris. Please come up. T.I., the one and only, the king. All right, all right. So I want to say thank you for, first of all, coming and supporting us.
Let them see what they want.
You've had a tremendous career, going on over 15 years. Anything that you want to say to the fans, your supporters have always supported you throughout the years. And we also do a lot of philanthropy work, so we want to also make light of that as well. So anything you want to say, we'll definitely take it.
I just really appreciate all the support, man, and the continued platform that you guys have put me in a position to have, so I could use my voice to be the voice for those who consider themselves voiceless in our communities, and and also be out, some jamming and records that turn up to the club as well. I appreciate that, and this means a lot that y'all took the time to just acknowledge the work that we've been doing, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all do awesome things in the community as well. So, and it's not just one person. Everybody in this room should be celebrated because we should all be doing something collectively together to try and make a difference and promote some change. So, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
I was raised on the southwest side of H-Town. Anybody who know what that is? West Belfast, South Gessner, Fondren, South Braeswood, all that. So it's good to be home. It's good to be in this building. I see my man Matthew over there. There's an interesting story. Matthew Knowles actually is one of the first people that set me on my path as a producer and a songwriter. And I always give him his props. Him and his daughter, I always give him their props because he was one of the first people to believe in me. So please give it up for Matthew Knowles. And I just want to, thank y'all, man, for this. It's just good to be home. I love to come home. I was riding around last night like, I'm just happy to be home. And it's good to see my grandfather. It's good to see my family. And I'm just happy to be home, man. And it's always great to get honored, but it's even better to be honored when you come home and people really recognize the work that you do, because I wouldn't be who I am as a songwriter, as a producer, as a creative if it wasn't for the things that I learned right here in this city and the talent that I was around right here in this city. From Beyonce to Robert Glasper to Chris Dave to Donnie Scantz to everybody who I came up with has directly influenced me as a creative. So I really appreciate this town. Matthew, once again, thank you, my brother. And thank you, man.
First, you came basically on tour to come support us, man, and just for you to come do that meant a lot. A lot of people don't know when a lot of tragedy hit Louisiana, he didn't get on Instagram or reach out to the press to come show what I'm doing. Look what I got. I'm doing this and that and the third. Boosie actually went and got his own U-Hauls, packed up his own clothes, put in these trucks and drove them out to the actual neighborhoods to give it to the kids and the families that was affected in Louisiana during all these different storms. I need a round of applause for that. That's real good, guys. Because a lot of artists, and trust me, I worked with a lot, from Drake and Future, I worked with a little bit of everybody. A lot of artists kind of want to do it for a photo op. And with him, it wasn't a photo op. Because the streets really love Boosie. That's about real talk, like love this guy. So that's number one. Number two, he also gave back to a lot of kids that was affected with diabetes because it was something that personally affected him. And I'm gonna let him take the stage because this was a surprise today, so we didn't have an award, but I'm still gonna recognize this man because he just needs to be recognized. So I'm gonna, come on, give applause to him, man. Thank you. And I'm gonna let Boosie talk and say a few words.
Well, I basically just want to thank everybody for supporting my movement and keeping me going because, especially people in Texas, because Texas is right by Louisiana and Texas believed in me when a lot of people ain't believe in me. So I got that special love for Texas. As far as giving away and giving back, that's just something I do. I just like to I just like to see kids happy and stuff like that because, you know, I was once the kid who ain't have nothing. So I just like to, and I always wanted that feeling of somebody looking out for me and giving me something. So basically, I just like to give back to people, you know, basically a lot of less fortunate people, a lot of people who trying to be somebody in life, you know, because it just all reflects on my life. So I just like, and I'm blessed to, you know, give people back. So I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do.
You know, I just gotta say this. I'm about that bag. About that bag. But he's also a phenomenal athlete, and you know, you're a great linebacker. So I want you to say a few words and what this whole year has been meant to you, and just express that to everybody. You know.
I mean, this whole year was very trying to me, for me. You know, Colin Kaepernick, that's my line brother. You know, I went to college with him, and you know what he said really resonated with me. And you know, it got to the point where I felt like if I didn't take a stand, you know, I would have been disappointed in myself. So what I really did was, you know, I put my career, all my endorsements on the line, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's at the end of the day, that's not what's going to drive me. You know, my morals and everything I believe in is what I got to do and how I got to live. And you know, when I lay my head on that pillow at night, I got to be okay with myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I did this, and you know, and it's been a lot of hate, a lot of cruel, a lot of racism that I've experienced this year, with this past year. You know, letters and you know, just all kind of crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, that doesn't faze me. You know, I know God got me, and I'm gonna continue to do what I do. I'm gonna continue to play how I play, and I appreciate Nilla and Jerry. You know what I'm saying, for bringing me out, man. And, you know, it means a lot to me. And I appreciate everybody here. And everybody have a good week.
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? All right. Y'all look beautiful, too, by the way. I go by the name of Zoe Dollars. I come from Miami, Florida. I don't know if many of y'all probably been or y'all probably haven't. But I'm here to turn up with y'all. And congratulations to Matthew Knowles. Y'all ready? Yes. Let's get this going, man. Hey, 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 hey. I might have to put the food down for a little bit to turn up. Hey, say, I'm just trying to, what you trying to do? Run through the money, run through it, run through it. I'm just trying to, what you trying to do? Run through the money, I run through it, run through it. I'm trying to blow a check. Trying to blow a check. Trying to pull up in a corner. Hey, say, what you trying to do? Run through the money, say, I'm just trying to run through it. Heard them suckers making tests, trying to come through it. All my niggas with the hits, even in a fist fight, make them niggas still go bring it back to it. Hey.
We had the idea. We told this gentleman about it, and he said, I want to host the event himself. Again, supporting what our cause was, meaning that a lot of people want hosting fees and it's all about money. But for Mr. Knowles to put his stamp on our very first awards meant a lot to us. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Knowles to the stage, Matthew Knowles. Thank you. So this is his special. This is really the Icon Award. So this is, we want to do something really special for him with presenting him with the Icon Award. And I'm not going to talk too much, and I'm going to let him go and speak about everything.
How's everybody? Great. So first of all, let's give it up for Jerry. Let's give it up to Jerry. I'm going to say a few words. I want to acknowledge a couple of people. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge my wife, because I want to have a good evening tonight. Gina Avery Knowles. have to tell you a quick story about Gina. When we got married, she insisted on keeping her last name Avery. So Gina Avery. I said, oh, okay. So she's in New York. I'll tell this real quick. She left her wallet at a restaurant. She got in a taxi, found out she didn't have any money. Taxi driver got really upset. She got to a hotel, told the story, can I have $20? They said no. She called me crying. She said, I don't understand. I said, don't worry, baby. I'll call the manager. And then she called me back. She said, what happened? I said, what do you mean what happened? She says, everybody got so nice. I said, hell, you're the one that didn't want to have the last name Knowles. So now Gina assists. She insists on being Gina Avery Knowles. I want to acknowledge my new hip hop group, Blush. The ladies of Blush, will y'all stand up, please? So imagine MC Light, Beyonce, and Left Eye. We're in a group together. That's what you get right here. So look forward to seeing them perform tomorrow and Sunday. Again, I just want to say a few words, if I may. I started this journey 25 years ago. I was born in Gaston, Alabama. Lived on a dirt road. We were very, very poor. But on Sundays, my parents would go to church, in the South. And we have Sunday dinner. And then my dad, who was about 6'5", about 350, but he could dance. And so him and my mom would dance after Sunday dinner. And I was the DJ. I had to have a nickel, a dime, a quarter to put on the needle of the vinyl because of the scratches. But it taught me music. It taught me DJing. And so that's where I started my love of music. And then my mother made me learn how to play the piano. Didn't want to do that. That wasn't cool in Gaston, Alabama to take piano lessons if you're a guy. But I did. And so then I have our first child, and she has this love of music. And you know who that is, Beyonce. But the story I want to tell you about Destiny's Child is that they failed a lot. They lost on Star Search. They got dropped by Elektra Records. And then I had to change the name of the group 3 or 4 times. And then we had to change the members. But they failed. And for a lot of you, I want to leave this one message to you. Failure is an opportunity to grow, not a reason to quit. Think about that. Failure is an opportunity to grow, not a reason to quit. And certainly I've failed many times, but I probably had my best reward yesterday. At 7 o'clock, I took a flight Houston to LA. These young ladies performed in front of iHeartRadio. 70 program directors got a standing ovation, only of 40 artists to get a standing ovation in 2 days. Then I found out 5 minutes from me, Beyonce was rehearsing for the Grammys. And I had talked to her 2 days before. It's something about her, and her voice kind of concerned me as a father. So I wanted to look in her eyes and make sure she was okay. And so I got to spend 30 minutes with Beyonce and to just make sure she was okay from a father's point of view. Then I got back on the 2:30 flight and I got to see Solange kill it last night. With 15,000 people, just incredible. And that was really one of my best days to see both of my kids, see my group, spend time with my wife and her parents here. So I welcome all of you to Houston. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you're safe. And this was a dream. You don't know, Hadley Street Dream. When Solange wrote Hadley Street Dream, the street right there is 1505 Hadley. Our church is a block behind us that we founded, St. John's. That fence right there, we used to, she and I, because Destiny's Child would be on tour, and she and I would sit right there. I would dream that one day I would own this block. And so that's why her second album is called Hadley Street Dreams. And I'm telling you, you can dream and it can happen. But it will never happen if you don't believe it. Right. So don't stop dreaming. And I saw Brian Michael Cox, who was, where I met Brian Michael Cox? He was high school High School of Performing and Visual Arts. That's it. And I told him, I said, young man, you can do this. So don't ever stop dreaming. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Another round of applause for the great Matthew Knowles. Please, give it up. The recipient of the Icon Award, 25 years of music. We're also celebrating the 25th anniversary of Music World. Thank you again for having us here.